Long ago, in a forgotten part of the forest, stood an old, crumbling house. Its windows were dark, boarded up with rotting wood, and the roof sagged under the weight of many years of neglect. The villagers spoke of it only in whispers, for there were rumors of something unnatural lurking there. They said it was not just the house that was abandoned, it was the forest itself. The trees around it grew twisted and gnarled, their roots sprawling like veins in the earth, reaching for something deep below. The air smelled of decay, and the wind carried an unsettling rustling, as if the forest was alive and watching. The few brave enough to venture near the house never returned, their disappearances leaving the villagers fearful and curious. There were tales of strange noises, scratching at the windows, thumping on the walls, and the sound of something dragging across the floor in the dead of night. But it wasn't until one fateful evening that the truth was finally revealed. A young girl named Eliza, tired of hearing the fearful stories, decided to investigate. With nothing but a lantern in her hand, she ventured out into the thickening fog, toward the desolate house. The forest seemed to close in around her as she walked, the trees creaking and groaning under their own weight. She felt an odd chill creep down her spine, but she pressed on. When she reached the house, the air grew colder still. She could see the house clearly now, its outline barely visible against the dark sky. The front door stood ajar, a crooked shadow beckoning her inside. Her heartbeat quickened, but her curiosity pushed her forward. The moment Eliza stepped over the threshold, the temperature dropped dramatically. Her breath came out in puffs of mist, and her lantern flickered violently. As she walked through the house, she felt something watching her, its presence heavy in the silence. She peered into the dark rooms, but saw nothing until she reached the staircase. The stairs creaked beneath her feet as she ascended slowly. At the top, the door to an attic room stood half open. A faint, low growl drifted through the crack. Eliza hesitated, but then, as if drawn by some unseen force, she pushed the door open. The room inside was dark and filthy, the only light coming from her lantern. It revealed a twisted, ancient wooden beam in the center, and on the floor beneath it, something was moving. At first she thought it was a rat, but then it crawled closer into the dim light. It was not a rat. The creature that emerged from the shadows was unlike anything Eliza had ever seen. It moved on all fours, its long, bony limbs dragging across the floor like a spider's legs. Its skin was pale and stretched thin over its bones, and its eyes, yellow and unblinking, glistened in the dim light. Its mouth was filled with jagged teeth, and a terrible hiss escaped from its throat. The creature crawled closer, its eyes locking with Eliza's. She froze, unable to move, as a sense of dread filled.